Well, when a hurricane hits the Florida Keys, one brave family stays behind to hold down the fort. Howling winds and sheets of rain are all caught on tape. And then the courageous cameraman ventures outside. A video camera puts you in the Florida Keys and a hurricane is on the way. You can hear the wind picking up. Megan Heaney Greer, U.S. Olympic freedive champion, her father, her mother, and her boyfriend Mark decide to ride out the storm. And when Hurricane ʒɔːrʒ starts to hit, it's clear that this storm is going to pack a powerful punch.
Wow, look at that. Oh, the tree just came down. That's what that noise was.
As the wind picks up and the rain starts, Megan decides they better head for shelter.
Probably go in before a power line falls on us. And that thing might fall right down on us.
Megan runs to the house, but Mark is a professional video cameraman. He decides to stay outside and record the hurricane for posterity. The storm is growing. As Mark keeps rolling, Megan provides some narration.
We're out here on Summerlin Key in the Florida Keys, and the wind's blowing about 80 knots. We're in the middle of Hurricane ʒɔːrʒ. We heard just up the street a little bit. It's almost 100 miles per hour.
As Megan continues her narration, the wind nearly blows her off the balcony.
So our phones are out too. There's nobody to call anyway. Everybody's experiencing the same thing we are.
The neighbor's roof is going up. Watch the shingles peel off.
Oh my God.
As the storm's fury mounts, Mark realizes this is an entirely new experience for him.
I just couldn't believe it. I mean, the wind was intense, like nothing I've ever seen before, and the trucks were submerged and docks were floating by the house. I seen a roof come off and a few different things like that. It was intense.
For Mark, the next step is a natural. You see, he specializes in underwater video, so he actually wades out into the boat basin and keeps shooting using a special underwater camera. Imagine it. To get this spectacular footage, Mark is fighting a 6-foot storm surge, winds gusting up to 130 miles an hour, and all kinds of flying debris. How did it feel out there?
I was getting thrown around a little bit, but I felt pretty safe for some reason. I just felt safe in the water, and everything worked out all right. I said a prayer before I went in there, and it was like, felt protected.
The storm rages for over 5 hours. When it finally passes, the full extent of the devastation can be seen. The area is the hardest hit by the hurricane, and property damage is extensive. Now the long process of cleaning up begins.